This is so scary. So there was this kid, Nicholas, born in 1980. He had a seemingly normal childhood until he took a dark turn as a preteen. He got into fights, skipped school, threatened teachers, and even had a juvenile criminal record. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. One day, Nicholas was arrested for assault, and what you're about to hear next is nothing short of shocking. Brace yourselves. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison. And here's the unthinkable part. He was accused of abusing his own mother and having an affair with her. Can you believe it? Fast forward to 1994, and Nicholas vanished into thin air. His family thought he'd broken into their garage, but when the police arrived, they found no signs of forced entry or Nicholas. Something was seriously off. And then there's Jason, his brother, acting strangely. Why would he lie about what happened that day? Years passed, and the family reluctantly accepted that they might never see Nicholas again. It seemed like the end of the road. Until an earth...
Bro, if your dog does that, immediately leave your house because you are in trouble.
Oh, shit.
Check this shit out.
Let me see.
You didn't know that, huh?
No, what the?
Look, so the dog in this video appears evidently terrified. Such behavior is not uncommon in dogs and cats, because they possess the capability to perceive entities invisible to humans, referred to as skinwalkers, you know? These beings can render themselves invisible or visible to animals. And yo, in extreme cases, they might even possess your pet. This dog seems extremely disturbed by what it sees, and the worst part is that its owner can't even help because she sees nothing. To comfort it, she asked her dog to come back to the couch as she saw it shaking like a leaf, and she didn't want anything serious to happen to it. This is really weird, but
His whole family mocked him when he inherited that old house. But later, they all regretted it. As I was telling you in part 1, this young man had inherited a rundown cabin from his grandfather, and his whole family thought he'd drawn the short straw, while the rest of his family had inherited very luxurious items. They all made fun of him, and he questioned why this was his reward for all the help he gave his grandfather. Was it all for nothing? But then he made a discovery. There was a hatch in the floor. He investigated, and what he found will blow your mind. A chest with a padlock, 4 numbers. Yet Andrew knew exactly what number it would be. His birth date. It unlocked and revealed gold beyond anyone's wildest dreams to the value of $10 million. His family quickly found out about this and did all they could to steal it, breaking into his cabin in the night to try and find it. But Andrew remembered how they treated him. He waited till they were down the hatch and slammed it shut. Some say their bodies are still down there now, whilst Andrew moved to Dubai. Be careful how you treat others. This is crazy. This explorer had just recorded a mermaid and was trying to share it with the world. Anita Dump grew up listening to stories about mermaids from her sailor father. 3 months ago, after her father's death, Anita found a diary. This diary contained 300 pages detailing all encounters with mermaids and included a map showing an unknown island in the Pacific Ocean. She prepared all her equipment, took her dad's ship, and started her journey to the island with her dog. After 69 days of travel, she arrived at the island. Without resting, she walked into the depths of the island with her dog. There, she encountered an old abandoned oceanic research station encircled by a metal fence. Anita jumped over the fence and continued towards the entrance of the station. Suddenly, her dog became anxious and started barking. Anita, unconcerned, wanted to enter the building. However, the dog was trying to pull her back. She tied her dog. This is crazy. You know the flowers in the SpongeBob sky? You know what those are? They're like resembled as clouds. Well, that's the common belief, but it's not. Those flowers, the colorful ones, they're not clouds. Because in the show, there's an episode where those flowers actually get covered by other clouds. I don't know if you remember the surfing episode. So there are clouds in SpongeBob, but those flowers aren't clouds. It's really interesting because they're actually oil deposits showing that it's been polluted. So you know how when oil goes into the sea or water, it creates this rainbow effect. When oil goes into water, it creates that effect. So those flowers are symbolizing that water's been polluted. Now, Bikini Atoll, what Bikini Bottom is based off of, has a lot of oil contamination. So they're showing that with these. There's an episode where Squidward comes out of a flower, and when you look inside it, it's black like oil.
This woman was making an urbex video when suddenly...
Yo, what the?
So, Juliette is a young French YouTuber passionate about urbex. Everything was going well until she explored this abandoned castle. Fam, you will be shocked by what she discovered, so stay until the end of the video. Exploring, Juliet starts to feel anxious until she comes across this refrigerator. Remember, I can only protect my followers who have commented their name and added the video to their favorites.
That's
See?
crazy.
But that's not the worst part. When she entered the cellar, she discovered something even more terrifying. See for yourself. Click on this icon, then on more and on YouTube to see what happens next.
Nobody has yet managed to explain the disappearance of the 5 guys who were swimming in the Lake Michigan. Last spring, a group of 5 friends went to the shore of the lake next to Green Bay to have a little party. Come midnight, they're like, let's take a dip. And in they go. But not even 5 minutes later, one of them starts yelling for help. And then, poof, silence. Dude disappears in a lake that's stretching 350 miles. The next day, some shredded up clothes are floating around, so the cops send down 3 divers to crack the case. But oh boy, they didn't see what was coming. Down under, the divers find some eerie stuff. Dead fish are everywhere, way more than you'd expect. Then one diver spots what looks like one of the missing people. He decided to get closer, but suddenly, from the bottom of the lake, a giant lamprey appears, devouring the diver while he's still alive. The other divers rush over, but it's too late. They only snag a piece of his... Jake Paul has pissed Mike Tyson off, and now Mike wants to kill him. Jake has made fun of his deceased daughter for the 2nd time. What began as a financial stunt has evolved into a battle of honor. Tyson, famously straightforward, asserts that certain lines must not be crossed. Both professionals and boxing enthusiasts have condemned Paul's behavior. It is both unwise and risky to show disrespect towards a legend like Tyson. Any attempt to tarnish Tyson's name will meet with harsh repercussions. His reputation demands respect. Due to this incident, the existing animosity between the 2 fighters has intensified. This situation fuels the fire and sets the stage for a showdown that transcends the sport. Excitement builds for their expected bout, with fans of both Mike and Jake closely monitoring Mike's reaction to Jake Paul in the match. You can now check if your phone is spied on by clicking here on More, and if you see an app like this one, delete it immediately. This is scary. Did you know a billionaire's been busted hiding the last titanoboa? No joke, this snake makes anacondas look like noodles. It's massive, up to 20 meters long, and could crush anything in its path. But get this, everyone thought it was extinct until rumors about Kelsey Warren started swirling. So Kelsey drops a tweet, right? But wait, zoom in closer. Is that a giant snake? People lost it thinking he's hiding the last titanoboa. Next thing you know, FBI's raiding his jungle mansion. They tear through the place, but nothing until they stumble upon a mysterious door, rusty sign and all. What's behind it? Brace yourselves. Boom! A 20-meter beast locked in a cage. Agents snap footage, grab evidence, and get out ASAP. If you're as shook as I am, hit that follow and comment snake for the exclusive footage. Now, this is scary. It's said that the Ark of the Covenant was discovered in Palestine. A team of Israeli soldiers embarked on a mission to raid a restaurant as it was believed to be connected to an extensive underground tunnel network spanning the entire city, offering a strategic advantage against their foes. As they ventured 2 kilometers into the tunnels, they encountered a peculiar-looking wall. Driven by curiosity, they pushed it, and to their astonishment, it swung open, revealing a hidden cave with the Ark of the Covenant in plain sight. The last communication with their mission leader occurred when they reported this astounding discovery. Strangely, they were never heard from again, leaving behind a perplexing and unsettling mystery.